Do, 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 do,
I
do,
hit the button, we do
do,
the
do.
thing.
What?
Hello, everybody in Facebook Live Land. We are the Podguyz podcast, bringing it to you as we do 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I am Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Picasso, the drawer of all things fantastical,
Mm.
um, sometimes non-fantastical. Les Barquet.
And Sparky's there rocking the Star Wars t-shirt. On the big board, he's got the big letter H and the bigger letter I right there, saying hi to all the audience. For everyone out there who hasn't watched the show and is tuning in for the first time, Sparky kind of draws what we're talking about and things that he's witnessed throughout the week, okay? He is the fly on the wall, the background character, the foursome in a threesome menage a trois situation, the one who is not participating, but just keeping those dark-seated memories sort of thing. He was the co-pilot when going down to Epstein Island, just to illustrate for all. Sparky is there, but is never really seen there. Tony, we got a guest right now.
We do. We are blessed to have a beautiful lady join us today. Of course, hailing from the mean streets of Chicago. Am I correct?
Yes, correct.
Woo!
Wow.
Hailing from the mean streets of Chicago, we are joined by Ebony Baylock.
Hey. Thanks for having me, guys.
Now, you guys may or may not know Ebony, but you are going to learn today. There's a reason why she's here. And that reason is...
Yeah, well, here it's the description right here. Tony is put down as Ebony, the ebonizer. Do you go by the ebonizer?
Yeah, I go by the Ebonizer.
Nice. I like it. We'll just add the Ebonizer. Baylock is a powerhouse talent whose journey began with the world-renowned Soul Children of Chicago. Can you tell us about the Soul Children or the audience watching, listening in and throughout the Chicago, New York, Pennsylvania area, East Coast, West Coast, all around the world? Who are the Soul Children of Chicago?
Yeah, so when I was smaller, I always make this joke. I was 4 years old and I loved The Lion King, right? And this is back when we had like VHS, the tapes. And I played The Lion King so much that I like broke the tape. And like the little strings came out the tape. And my mama yelled at me. She said, "Oh my God, stop singing." She said, "I gotta put you in choir." And so I joined the church choir. And then I just started singing ever since. And my mom was like, "I got to put you in something else. You can't stop singing." And so she put me into an audition for Walt Whitman, the Soul Church Chicago. It's a renowned gospel group. I joined that at the age of 7. And, with the Soul Children, I was so blessed to, sing along with stars like Yolanda Adams, Celine Dion, Nick Carter. The list goes on. And I'm 8, 9 years old, meeting all these people. I thought it was so cool, and I just thank God for that experience, because I think it really taught me, like, you see all like the sparkling lights of being famous or that whole star world. But man, imagine being like 8 years old, having to go to the bathroom because you was hard headed, didn't go. You had to wait backstage waiting for Nick Carter to finish, and he had to do it 3 times. So I'll never forget this performance. It was an award show, and we were just sitting backstage because we were singing.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. So Nick Carter had to use the bathroom 3 times. How
No,
many of
I
those
had
times?
to use the bathroom.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought he was going in and
No,
out 3 times.
I had to use the bathroom.
Okay.
I had to go. Like you have to go. You can't hold it. He went 3 times. Like he had to do his song 3 times. And I'm like, how many times did this dude have to sing this song? I had to hold it until we was done finishing performing with Yolanda Adams. Mm-hmm. And I never ran so fast. I ran to the bathroom. And I was like, man, if I'm a star, I have to sing my song 3 times too. I was only 8. But, being a part of Soul Church, it gave me those experiences. But it taught me, like, if you want to be a part of this business, you got to work hard. It's not easy. For sure.
Yeah, because there will be somebody out there that brought a catheter with them, and they just don't need to use the bathroom, and they'll be like, "Oh, let's hire the kid that never needs to use the bathroom."
Yeah.
Might be a little less talented. He'll do it for less money, but let's do that idea. Ebony,
We'll take the kid with the diaper.
yeah.
Not the diaper.
A little bit of vertical integration right there. We'll have him do diaper commercial, sing a song, the whole thing, just so you've been at this since you've been 8 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And how old are you right now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 33 now.
33.
Yeah.
So you had, now for people that don't understand, entertainment is kind of like dog years. Okay. You see a lot more when you're actively doing this year after year, especially when you're going childhood into 30s. What was one of your most unique experiences that spikes in your head immediately when you say to yourself, okay, holy crap, that actually happened?
I think that when I guess kind of first went solo, because it's different being in a group, in a choir, right?
Yeah.
It's just that. But when you're solo and everybody's looking at you and you don't have nobody else to blame, oh, she hit the wrong note or this and that, and it's all on you, I think woke me up like, oh, I gotta be really good at this. I can't suck, right? Singers has it bad, right? Rappers, you can kind of like play along. But if you're a true singer and you get up there and crack or hit the wrong note, everybody's talking about you. And my first solo performance, when I first did my first solo recording, it was like, man, I'm truly an artist. I'm doing this for real. So yeah.
The rap performers live, by the way, nothing like the album. It's the only person I'll give credit to, half credit, he's passed away right now, probably DMX.
Oh yeah.
When you're going, because he's going full Macho Man Randy Savage on the thing where he's just like, like, man, I feel bad for your vocal cords
DMX,
right now.
I don't know what he took before the concert. You ever seen DMX live?
Yeah.
That man was on 10 the whole performance. Like he'll literally like pray, then jump, then run. I'm like, the whole performance.
And he's thanking like all the gods. He's going through Allah, he's going through Jesus and stuff, and then he's mentioning people who might be knowing them right now. He's like, my grandma, I'm like, all right, cool mention, man. I don't even know. The also known as the worst pet owner around DMX, because he's always wondering where his dogs are at. Like, dude, keep track of your own dogs. I don't know. Right?
He's the world's greatest.
That's the shittiest joke I could think of right there, Ebony. That was pretty awful, right? Yeah. But real quick, what's your favorite song to sing? Maybe not one of your own, but just your favorite one where you could just any time of day sing it and say, now this is gonna get me in a good mood.
Oh, I would say, I'll be honest with you, like any Whitney song. Like
okay.
Whitney Houston's the reason why I wanted to sing. I wanted to sing like her. I didn't know I actually would grow up and know how to sing, but like any.
All right, Ebony, hit it.
Hit it.
No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, any Whitney for sure.
No Bobby Brown. Nope. What? No mention of Bobby.
I don't know. That's my prerogative. No, I'm just kidding.
Hence the song, everyone. Hence the song. Now, of course, your versatility and presence has led you to appear in R. Kelly's iconic music video, "The World's Greatest."
Yeah.
Maybe talk a little bit about that. What happened? What was that opportunity?
It was long. It was so long. We was there for 12 hours.
Oh, damn.
And
yeah.
I was like, we gotta be here this long. Like, I'm tired. And I remember, I was the kid around the ring. I was supposed to be the kid in the ring, but everybody made a joke. My head was so big that I couldn't get inside the ropes, inside the ring. And so I tried to get it for 5 minutes. And everybody was getting irritated with me. So I had to go outside the ring. And it was just amazing, but it was long. I'm like, you gotta do all this for a music video? But again, it was like, being around, because there was other celebrities in that video too. It was like, wow, I was just starstruck the whole time. I was like, can I get your autograph? Can I take your picture? And it was like, go sit down somewhere, girl. Go sit down. But yeah.
There's everything about being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. And that was just like, I would never forget those moments. Like, you sit down and be like, am I here for real? Like, is this happening? That was the type of moment I was having for sure.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Have you appeared in any other music videos, or was that?
I mean, a lot of like independent, um, a lot of like Chicago artists, like on the gospel R&B side.
Have you made your own?
I actually will. It'll be dropping soon. So I got a lot of cover videos out. But the music video for my own single will be out pretty soon. So yeah, pretty excited.
Now, have you wandered into the area of acting yet?
I dibble and dabble. See, the thing is, I don't want to remember lines. See, that's my problem. It's like looking at scripts. I said, I gotta remember all these lines. Like, that's my problem.
Oh, I mean, think about just like a song, then, you know, just.
But it's longer than the song. Like, I was looking at the page. I said, this is kind of thick. This is kind of thick here. You want me to remember this? Like, yeah. But I'm trying to dibble and dabble in the film world too, because I see like a lot of artists going to like the film side of it. So.
You have to be everywhere all at the same time. Yeah. And that's the tough part. And the worst thing is, after you're doing everything at the same time, going full speed 24, 25 hours a day, you see where I'm getting at? You have one person come up to you and say, "Hey, are you still doing that thing?" And it could be somebody as close as family, where they're like, "Are you still doing the music thing?"
Yeah.
Or, you know, did you? Or the worst question you could ever ask, like, or not, the worst suggestion I've ever gotten is like, "Do you have a fallback? Do you have any fallback career?"
Yeah, I used to get that asked all the time. Like, do you have a plan B? What if this doesn't work out?
Well,
everybody's trying to get to the music.
When you ask women if they have a plan B, it's like a pill, right? They might have it in their purse. You never know. But no, it's a very insulting kind of thing. Go up to a dentist and say, "Hey, this whole thing doesn't work out."
Yeah.
I think it's more of a financial concern. Yeah. But why would you want to be doing something you hate forever, guaranteed, without pursuing something you love, while maybe doing something you hate as well? To just continuously pursue what you're loving to do. So you are doing strictly solo stuff now, right?
Yeah, I have a label, Music Bar Records. So we do a lot of events and concerts as well. And we help other independent artists like myself, because it's hard. Like, I just think, especially with streaming and all this AI stuff, like they just signed an AI artist a $3 million deal. Well, that just blew my mind. Like, we compete against robots. Like, like we're struggling out here trying to get it, and they gave $3 million.
Well, that's just the thing. Before musicians were struggling against robots, they were struggling against musicians that don't want to let go.
Yeah.
And I'll bring up the biggest culprit of all, the Rolling Stones.
Oh.
And then you have the forever farewell tours. You've had the Elton John farewell tour, the Kiss farewell tour,
Kiss,
and I blame
Aerosmith.
Yeah, Aerosmith.
Grateful Dead's dead, and they're still doing it.
They are the afterlife right now, Grateful Dead sort of thing. But this is all because of Barbra Streisand. She did that. She did her farewell tour, and everybody freaked out. People were like, "Oh my God, this is the last time we'll be able to see Barbra Streisand." Meanwhile, normal music goers are like, "She sings? What the hell are you talking about? Why would you want to see Barbra Streisand?" That's like me wanting to see Michelle Pfeiffer tap dance. I wouldn't want to see that. I don't, I'm not going to go out of my way, because I don't feel like that's her complete strength right there. But once she did it, then Cher copied that idea, and the copying continued. The Rolling Stones right now are just continuously going, not allowing, like, they're keeping their audience, and they're garnering more people in their audience. And the longer that they hold on to their audience, the less opportunity other new and upcoming artists have without a lot of money behind them. So if you see the new upcoming artists behind them getting that big push, for example, Sabrina Carpenter was pushed to meet, I think it was Britney Spears, maybe, but I want to say somebody younger even. But they already have somebody's backup to a backup plan just in case it screws up. No, it was Sabrina Carpenter meeting Miley Cyrus at the time. I mean, how old are we, right? So she's meeting Miley Cyrus, and they're kind of grooming that situation, so that way they get used to the spotlight, they get used to the hundreds of people surrounding them, thousands of people surrounding them. And that gets me to my next question. Ebony, Biggest audience you've ever performed live in front of? How big was that audience?
I would say it was five to 6,000.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That does not sound like a large number when you're talking in pesos or anything like that, but it is a lot of people all around.
Yeah.
6,000 people. And this is while camera phones were going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you have not just before you got, not everybody has a camera before, right? So whatever, if you screw up, one person's got footage, no big deal. But now everyone is a content creator. They all have their cameras on you.
Yeah.
You have 1,000 different people. You have out of 6,000 people today, I would say 5,000 of those people have their own YouTube channel and they're ready to jot down their experience. They have their own TikToks. They have, and these, they might only last a year, but these are still new exposure points all around, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It does get, the noise kind of gets way too rough to the point where they leave it up to the robots to tell you what you're supposed to like with the algorithm. What does your algorithm look like on your phone?
It's funny that you mentioned that, because it's like I'll be on TikTok and they had a For You page, and I'm like, man, how you know what I like? How you know what I like to see? It's like ever like weird, and then it's just like take you to a loophole. So I'm like, this AI is something else for sure.
Yeah, I know. When my TV ended up biting the dust a couple years back, I had my buddy Mike give me a ride up to Best Buy so I can get a TV. He says, "What kind of TV are you gonna get?" And I was like, "Probably the same one as last time. It was a smart TV." He says, "Those smart TVs can hear what you're saying and they can see what you're doing." I said, "Well, that makes me feel kind of bad because I only had my TV for 5 years, and you're telling me it saw me and it heard me and it just killed itself after a while, didn't it?" It couldn't take it anymore.
It knew.
So, yeah. So I guess there are, some kind of devices inside of devices. Are you on TikTok? Like, you got a lot of shorts out there, or do you do a lot of singing shorts? I love it.
Well, believe it or not, Kevin, Ebony is a highly committed to mental health. As far as like your music and your not to say activism, but like things that you want to give back to the community, which is really, really nice. So what have you started as far as like, I know you've done some entrepreneurship, you've done some producing, you've done writing as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some crazy stuff out there. What is your whole commitment to mental health?
I think, me going through it, I think everybody in this industry went through some type of mental health type of episode, right? Because this industry is crazy. And if you don't have the right people and the right mindset,
very toxic.
It's very toxic. Whether it's a spiritual thing, you're faith-based, whether it's, maybe it's you're doing a positive saying, maybe it's the people around you. You got to have like some type of solid foundation to keep your mind focused, because if not, this industry will like tear you apart and make you go crazy. If you look at all the celebrities that you thought was happy and they committed suicide or they going crazy, and people looking like, why? You haven't been in this industry. And so for me, I think mental health is important because it starts with the mind, right? Once somebody got control of your mind, that's it. And so for me, I'm a big advocate, me going through, my bouts of, I'm a suicide survivor. And I know what it means to like, feel like you just don't belong here. And so I'm always advocating for that. Like even through my music or, whatever I do through my businesses, I want to like empower and encourage somebody else. Like, you're not alone. It's okay. Talk to somebody. If you don't speak up, now you got to speak up though, because I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a psychic. So I tell people you got.
Tony, I thought you said she was a mind reader. Hold on now.
I'm not.
Wait.
I said entrepreneur.
Next week is the mind reader. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not Miss Cleo, so no, I'm not claiming to be psychic.
Did you ever hear about the Miss Cleo scam or no? So
yeah,
Miss Cleo, we used to teach everybody how to do the Jamaican accent.
I got in trouble though. I remember I used to call. Read my feature. And my mom was so mad. The bill was like $70, $80. So I'm like, well, she can see my future.
Well, she got
like,
charged.
Baby child. Oh, you're gonna find love real soon.
Next up.
Am I gonna pass this test tomorrow? Am I gonna pass this test?
On my clock.
Report cards.
Well, the weirdest part was that Miss Cleo was found not to be a psychic after they charged her with racketeering, and she says, "Oh
Fraud,
my,"
racketeering.
she said, "I didn't see this coming." They're like, "Ah." See what I did there, Tony?
Wrong with you. Let's talk about the Ebonize Chill Tour.
Ebonize Chill Tour. All right.
Yeah. So me and my husband. So my husband is a comedian. He goes by Mr. No Chill. And so what we did was, I'm the Ebonizer, of course. So we just blending our brands together, and we're doing a couple cities this year, but next year it's going to be like full blown, and basically we're going to various cities, combining like using entertainment to really spread and promote mental wellness. So we have like workshops, different speakers, we have different people tell their stories, we got performances, and really we just want to be a safe space for people. Like people are afraid to say they hurt it, they're not okay, because they're afraid people are going to judge them. But it's no judge zone over here. It's like, man, you could come to our tour. It's a safe place where you could have a platform to speak out and be heard, and then get the help that you need. We all need help, especially in this economy. We don't know what's going to happen. Everything's a little bit crazy right now. We just want to let people know, like, hey, come over to our platform and get the help that you need.
That's pretty awesome.
This economy is great. $3 for gas. That means you only need 25 seconds to get a high for the day. Just spray it a little time.
I remember when gas was like 99 cents. Y'all remember that? I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
89 cents, 79 cents.
Hell yeah.
It was very affordable to live, and that's the lure right there. They say, hey guys, it's affordable to live. You should all, buy into this life idea. And people end up the one phrasing that always catches me a little funny is, and I don't know who coined it to begin with, but I heard people are being priced out of their homes, and I'm like, man, that's a fun word for calling people fucking homeless. If you look at the sir, are you a bum? Are you a homeless? No, I was priced out. I'm good. I was just priced out of the home. They told me I could no longer afford it. But if you look at the prices of rent today,
oh my God,
or even home ownership, or trailer ownership, or boarding room houses, like you need to have 2 jobs just to get into a boarding room facility. I guess jail isn't even free.
I mean, you need 2 jobs and a couple of side hustles. To get by. Like I was telling my husband, we went to the grocery store. We spent $100 for 5 items. And I'll be like, what did we get? I remember $100 used to give you a lot. Now it's like nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And that's where the lack of sympathy comes in, when people are, working their butts off. You, me, Tony, not Sparky. Now Sparky works his ass off too. But when people are complaining, saying like, how am I supposed to support myself with only $3,000 in food stamps? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're getting $3,000 to start a fucking restaurant. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't goddamn know. How do you have 7 kids? You're terrible.
I don't know, Kevin. SNAP benefits are stopping soon.
They are stopping in a snap. Thanos snap is coming by.
True?
I don't know.
They stopping? Oh Lord.
The thing is that, as much as I do, every time there seems to be any repercussion for an action to a reaction, it never happens.
Yeah.
Ever. I remember when the U.S. economy goes into $1 billion worth of debt, everyone's like, fuck, how are we going to pay back $1 billion? And then it was $30 billion. And everybody's like, whoa, fuck. How are we going to pay back $30 billion? And now we're at 37 trillion, and everyone's like so numb to it. We're like, fuck it. Who cares? You gotta get the fuck off. $37 trillion. We're not gonna pay it back. We could try, but we're not going to. Then and no one has the actual solution for it. There is a real solution for it. So and it fucks 2 sides over real quick, right? Real quick. So anyone that has $1 billion, right? Tax them 100%. After that, you don't get to have more than $1 billion. Just throwing it out there. And then anyone who has been on welfare more than 5 years, No more. See you later. Just see how it fucks both sides over. No one would like it, but that's how you do it. And that's the problem. No one wants to sip the medicine. Mathematically, that's how it worked. But enough politics. We're seeing all these protests. And, back in my day, we were protesting war. We were protesting invading Iraq irrationally and all that nice stuff. Like, that's an actual protest right there. And then we were protesting Wall Street for stealing everybody's money and getting bailed out. That's what we were protesting. Now somebody makes a fucking joke about a third term and they're like, no more kings. What the fuck are you talking about? There's not a king. Do you know what it would take to get a king? Dude, we can barely get a budget passed. Barely. I can barely get 10 people together for fantasy football every year, besides a protest about a monarchy that is never imminent at all. So it feels.
What if Dems just wanted to go on vacation?
I think that might be a thing.
They're like, hey, we're gonna go on vacation in 2 weeks. Oh, that's perfect timing. We'll get them. We'll get away and we'll just go on vacation for a little bit. We'll be back.
Ebony, Chicago is told to be one of the highest crime cities in all of the United States.
Well, she's from Atlanta right now.
You're in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, so I mean, Chicago, it depends. It depends where you at. I mean, every city has its bad and good, right?
They do. I'm originally from Baltimore, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so I think there's a stigma. Oh, Chicago, actually, it's Memphis right now, has the highest crime. And they outbeat us because there's a lot of stuff going on in Memphis.
They're holding the hot potato.
Yeah, they are.
So I just think that Chicago is beautiful. If you've ever been to Chicago, downtown Chicago, it's beautiful. It's a lot of talent there.
Beautiful buildings. Beautiful buildings.
Very
cultured.
Very cultured.
It's a Midwestern, slightly cleaner version of Manhattan.
Yeah. Yeah, so now you're not going certain, like I tell people, come to Chicago, let me know, because certain places in Chicago you cannot go to. You might not get out. That is true. But if you avoid those places and you go and enjoy the other beautiful parts, like Chicago is a dope city, for real. So it's really good.
So how is Atlanta treating you right now?
Hot Atlanta.
Atlanta is it's definitely hustlers. It's different. It's different. It's a lot of, I'll say it's a lot of, it's a entrepreneur state. Like, it's a lot of people. I never saw people that don't have jobs, but they have hustles. That's what it is now.
That's a huge call.
Like,
versus Chicago, you see a lot of 9-to-5ers and things. Atlanta is everybody a business owner. They want to work for themselves. So
there's a difference between the hustle and then hustling.
Yeah.
In Chicago, they're hustling. In Atlanta, they're all about the hustle.
And then you got to watch which hustle you meet down here in Atlanta. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to get tripped up out here. So it's different. So
if it sounds like $200, it's probably $50.
Yeah. You get my drift. Yeah, that's what it is.
Now Atlanta's become the hotbed for the music industry, for TV and commercials. It's become like super big for production, editing. Like there's some massive opportunities, especially in Atlanta or even outside of Atlanta, right on the outskirts. To make some really amazing, forward progress.
Yeah, it's a melting pot. There's a lot of people coming from like Chicago, LA, different places, because it's kind of like, I think this is becoming like the new Hollywood, because a lot of people are shifting from the LA, the New York. There's a lot of people from New York.
Just crazy amounts of money.
And it's just coming in. Yeah. So it's coming like the new Hollywood.
My favorite thing about Atlanta was watching the TV show Bait Car in Atlanta. Because I mean, it was the most entertaining of all bait car seasons in Atlanta, because they could never catch immediately. Like, normally they put bait car there, person runs a block, they chase him down, they got him, right? In Atlanta, dude was going for a fucking mile without breathing. I swear, he's running, and I'm like, if I'm the Atlanta Falcons, I'm gonna get They'd be like, "Do you know how to catch a fucking ball?" Because they had to bring a helicopter out for this guy. Couldn't catch him. It was like the high-speed chase of a guy on foot. I don't know if he had warrants out for him at all, but man, have you ever watched Bait Car, Ebony?
Yeah, I think I watched. I didn't watch the Atlanta one, but I could actually believe you're in Atlanta. Okay,
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
believe that they pros. You know, they. That's if you come down here in Atlanta, you gotta be careful.
This guy was not stopping.
Yeah.
It was they had to do like a commercial break, and they're like, "Oh, we're still with the same guy." I'm like, "What the fuck? This is a 20-minute show."
He was
Oh,
running
no.
that long. Oh man.
He was running that long, and I don't know if they, caught him because I had to, get back to life. I'm like, I can't keep watching this.
That's a long time.
Yeah, just the one dude, the so you're solo right now. Where is your next venue at? Where's the next big show at that you are sold out or soon to be sold out at?
So we'll be in Vegas. It's gonna be November 23rd. It's gonna be my EP release. And so I'm super excited. Releasing new music. It's always, I think it's refreshing. It's a little bit kind of like you get a little nervous because when you release music, you want people like it. But yeah, we're gonna be in Vegas next month, November 23rd, at the Downtown Grand Hotel in Las Vegas. So I'm super stoked about that.
You're gonna kill it. I know you're gonna
Fremont area, or is that like the newer Vegas?
It's downtown. I know it's downtown Las Vegas.
Downtown. Okay.
Yeah.
There's some. Have you ever been out that way?
Yeah, I've been to Fremont Street. So me and my husband, we was in the Four Queens Hotel. I never been to Fremont Street. I've been to Las Vegas before that. I didn't know Fremont Street was that live. Like
it's crazy. Crazy.
They had what you call flying a zip line?
The zip line. Yeah.
Yeah, the zip line there. I mean, they had some good food. I mean, every day we found something new on Fremont. So yeah, I said I definitely gotta go back on Fremont Street.
I stayed at the oh my god.
I thought that was the name of the place there for a second. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Tony. That is a hell of a memory on you right now.
God damn it, I forget. It's like one of the most popular resorts down there. But anyways, we stayed on Fremont Street, and then of course, like we had no idea, like even at that time, the whole, not to say the whole controversy between old Vegas and new Vegas. So they're far apart, like really, really far apart from each other. And the only way to travel, like the best route is, of course, by taxi or by bus. And like getting back and forth, the public transportation system is absolutely insane down there. So we were, of course, like there's a million and one things to do in old Vegas. So if anybody's watching, happen to go to older Vegas, some really, really cool stuff. As far as like you said, the entertainment, even on Fremont Street itself, was like way popping.
Yeah.
So they have live bands that play at all given times. There's usually street performers and artists and sword swallowers, magicians and pickpockets and
you definitely got those.
Oh, like crazy.
How come there are more men sword swallowers than women?
Yeah, I'm not smart.
I mean, I noticed a discrepancy there. And like, aren't you amazed at the sword swallowers? I'm like, more like the gender thing. Where are all the women sword swallowers? Ebony, are you an author? It says here that you're an author.
Yeah, so I wrote a book. It's called Belief, Grind, and Consistency. And so it's basically like a self-empowerment book. Like I think people, when you tell people to believe in themselves, and it's like, okay, what does that mean? And so I just wrote a book to give people my mindset, like how I keep going, how I keep chasing after my dreams and getting things done. Because it's one thing to work hard, but you gotta be consistent. And a lot of people, they fail one time and they give up. Right? You gotta work it out, and you can't be lazy. You can't be lazy. Talk about you want to be a millionaire. That it doesn't add up. So yeah, it's called a BGC formula: belief, grind, and consistency. It's out on Amazon and anywhere you buy books, Barnes and Noble, everywhere. So
Yeah,
Now, did you
don't.
self-publish or did you go through like a different publisher or
I self-publish.
self-published?
Yeah, and
Of
I'm getting
course,
more,
of
yeah, I'm getting
course.
more royalties. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Independent, yeah. I saw that royalties come in, like, I like this. For sure.
Oh, I stayed at the Golden Nugget, by the way. That's what it was.
The
Oh
Golden
yeah.
Nugget.
Golden Nugget, yeah.
Golden Nugget,
I
yeah, that's
love that
nice.
place.
That's
Love
nice.
that place. It was cool.
Yeah.
What is the old Denzel Washington quoted speech where it says to dream big, it's don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big, but remember dreams without goals are just dreams and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals, and give yourself a goal every day, sort of thing. Something like that, right? I don't know.
Yeah. That's
It was Denzel Washington has basically just been playing himself for the longest time. We don't know if he has or hasn't. What is if I gave you 2 or 3 Denzel Washington movies and said, "Tell me which movie that is," I wouldn't know. I would have no idea. You know, I get the same thing confused with Tom Hanks. Everything after Forrest Gump is just Tom Hanks playing a dude. You know, it's Tom Hanks and Wilson on an island with it was just a long FedEx commercial or UPS commercial, like, oh, see, FedEx will get you fucking stuck on an island, sort of thing. Yeah. What is your favorite movie go to, Ebony?
Oh man, I love Forrest Gump. I go lie. Forrest Gump was funny.
Fried shrimp.
Yeah, oh, man.
You could bake shrimp, Forrest.
It's a lot. Like it's a lot of movies I like. I mean, Lion King. I'm sorry. I love Lion King because of soundtrack, the original. I don't like the remake. I like the original Lion King with Elton John. Like I don't know what Elton John did on that soundtrack. He put some magic on it. I love that soundtrack. So yeah, the Lion King for me always just I love that movie.
I like how they probably told Elton John something like, so this is about 2 lions fucking. And he's like, I got something for that. I got something right now. Thanks for that. I got this. And it comes up with that. Can you feel the love tonight? Which is, you know, played in zoos everywhere to help lions fuck. You know, it's just the whole thing. You know, if not for Elton John, lions would have been extinct a long time ago. You know? Just and Sparky's got something on the big board there. Sparky, were you involved in that? What's going on here, Sparky? Hurry up, Jenny, before I ruin your robe. Oh, too late. Restroom.
Hurry up, Jenny.
Hurry. Jenny,
before I ruin your robe.
Jenny, I've been feeling weak from the AIDS you gave me. Like, wait, what? Hold on. We can't say that in the movie. People won't want to watch it. Let's just say she has a mystery disease, and Forrest also has to take care of the son that she kept away from him, and sits on a bench telling random women and men his story that nobody cares about. You know, I like how Forrest Gump in that movie was just everyone knows he was a little mentally slow, but the army loved him for it. They're like, this man is amazing. Or how that movie is now used as an example
every time.
And, well, as it's used as an example in how you get an Oscar. You know, with oh God, what's the name of the Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder. Robert Downey Jr.'s character goes up to Ben Stiller and he says, Forrest Gump was a war hero. He's like, I am Sam. That guy wasn't, you know, he got custody of his daughter in that. He's like, you, Simple Jack, farting in the bathtub. Think that's funny? So you have to, yeah, you have to have some kind of character arc to the character that is really having some trouble. If you remember Tropic Thunder's Simple Jack character, where you know, you have such classic lines where he's like, it hurts in my feeling spot, you know, it's like, dude, what the are you doing? Sort of thing. But but no, perfect example. If you're going to have a character with flaws, make them overcome things you would not think that they would normally overcome. And that's good advice for anybody. When it seems like you have no choice, when it seems like you can't do something, hey, you might be right. And even if you are right, well, it's good you were right. You were right about something. Or take on the challenge. That give up attitude, man. It is encouraged anymore for people to give up. And it's disheartening to see in full color all the time, where, someone will say, oh, well, I just had a bad day and oh, this and that. And they get really down on themselves. And instead of somebody saying, hey, cheer up, do this, do that, mainly, and the target is parents and children, lower class, are targeted by saying like, hey, well, maybe you just put your kid on a pill, and this will make the situation more bearable. Someone's always trying to profit off of somebody else's misery, and it's disgusting. Have you seen that before, Ebony?
All the time.
All the time, right?
They said people profit off of other people's pain,
Yeah.
Until people get smart and be like, hey, look, we're not going to do this anymore, right? So, yeah, I just think that that's how the rich stay rich.
Yeah. Well, Ebony, getting back to the entertainment world, has anyone, like you've been bumped before, people do get bumped, you bump other people. Have you ever been replaced by somebody and had that thing in your head go off and say, well, good luck with her?
Always. I think it's the entertainment is clicky. It's all about who you know.
Hell yeah, it is.
If you don't know the right people, you get bumped all the time.
It's not even about the talent level.
It's not about the talent. Like, you could be the most gifted singer, gifted rapper, dancer, actor. But if you're not in the right circles or know the right people or cliques, it's like you get bumped. Like, I've always been like the underdog. So it's like I always get bumped because I knew I could sing, right? But someone that could have sing bumped me because they knew the producer of the show or they knew the talent buyer. And I'm like, oh man, I just lost my spot. So all the time,
the people that I couldn't stand the most from the stand-up world would be the two types, right? You have one person that might be mediocre funny and then surround themselves with bad comedians just so that way they look better in sheer comparison, right? And they don't have to pay the bad comedians either, so they take all the money.
That is true.
See? Yep. And then the other side of them, and there's just one word for them, poets, because they'll do stuff for free and petition for it.
Yeah.
A day before showtime. And you see some bar owners and that, and they're just like, oh, well, as long as your friends all buy a drink, I guess you could have the stage instead of me having to pay anybody. They'll give you your buyout contract. You don't got to do the show, but it's at 50% less than what you were going to get. And then they still got a free show full of poets and a crowd and all that nice crap. It's ruthless, and poets especially pull off this whole, oh, well, we didn't know. Oh, well, we didn't know. La, la, la. The fuck you didn't know. How could you not know? They play Doe in the Woods, and then they read off a piece of paper. They don't even memorize their shit. The worst is when they're reading off a cell phone, their feelings and bullshit, and know the song, don't know the song, know your stuff or don't know your stuff. But if you're doing this on a cell phone, you've prepared zero. And that's exactly why you feel comfortable to get paid zero.
Now, so, Kevin, not everybody is a pro, on the stage. Some people are writers, some people are doers behind the scene. And then as soon as they get that push, there's people who are starstruck and then get up on stage and they're like, I'm good.
That's a part of it. And people are people that are competing against you in that field are more than happy to see you fail. And you already know the ones who are always happy to see you fail. They'll be the first to compliment you. They'll be like, oh, hey, really good. Hey, really good stuff. Really amazing. Awesome. We felt it. And you already know the fake ones out there, Ebony. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, it's the entertainment industry. it's a lot of fake. I mean, it's way more fake than it's real. You know, that's why you gotta have discernment, like for real, like who you deal with this industry. There's a lot of people that's crooked. You
Yeah,
know,
dude that saying achy breaky heart was ready to pimp out his daughter, no problem. Drop of a hat, he's ready to
I
sell
mean,
her
but
up
it's
to
not the
Disney.
money though. Like if I could pimp you out, sell you out, do you wrong, stab you in the back for some money, I'm gonna do it. Like that's the mentality. And I know a lot of stories of people just stabbing people each other on the back just to get some money. You know,
Do it. Say it, Ebony. Say it.
the words.
No.
We're gonna
I
name
got
drop.
people coming after me.
Let's go a quick different route. Who is the one person that maybe very well known that you have nothing but great things to say about? You got to pick one, and it could be anybody.
The one person is very well known. Oh,
Just name drop one person.
Only one.
And it's someone who was like so nice and kind and didn't do you wrong, and they were like very supportive and
fastest answer wins the gold medal.
Yeah.
Oh, that famous down no.
That was, yep.
That I met or that I met like no personally.
As if there's a countdown clock going right now. You just got to go ahead and
It was. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was Lana Adams. You know, being around her, she was very nice, but she was about her business. I love her. Like being a woman in business, like seeing another woman in business, like that nice, but like don't try me. Like get my stuff together. Better have my sound right. Okay, you're late. This is what you need to do. Like she told me, like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do to be a boss in the industry. So yeah, but she was very nice, very nice.
It's very refreshing when people are just professional and they don't
not coming to shows 3 hours late, not going drunk on stage, not knowing the words, like all kinds of stuff. I've seen all kinds of stuff. So when you see somebody professional, they come and do their job and they're worth the money, it's refreshing to see. Yeah.
I've done some shows before. I called Sabu. I'll quote him on this one, right? So I come to a show. I'm always about a half an hour to an hour early. That's just the way I am, So I'm there. No one's there. Here, people start showing up 10 minutes like after the fact. And I'm like, after the doors open.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sabu, what the fuck's going on here? He's like, oh man, we on black people time. What are you, crazy?
That's true, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm like, I said, so when does the show start? He's like, man, it says 9, probably 10.
When you said 8 o'clock, it start at 10. Just know.
Exactly.
I was listening to the radio this morning, and there was not Kid Craddock, freaking Bert. Oh God, I forget his last name. Well, anyways, Bert's going off the air in like 2 weeks, and he was talking about an ex radio worker, and he said, of course he's white and he's black, and he goes, yeah, we did this fundraiser together, and it was supposed to be like this thing that started at 8 o'clock, and he's like, all the white people came there at 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And then all the black people came at 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock. He's like, it's crazy how like he's from Atlanta too. And he goes, it's crazy. Like even from the Atlanta standpoint where there's such a dichotomy of different, I don't know, like mental status, when it comes to just going out and partying. Like there's a whole different dynamic to it.
It's just a different thing. Like, so by the way, Sabu and the crew, I'm the only white guy that, that they trust to perform well and not fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like,
but not bomb.
Yeah, because you got a lot of people out there. They show a lot of uncomfortability on the stage. And you got to weed them out after a little bit of time. So they're, the audience is always asking like, hey, when's Kev come back? Hey, when's Kev come back? Right. So we always end up selling out small rooms, 80, 90 people, fucking smoke everywhere. I don't know who said that vapes was a good idea one day, but holy shit. People started putting their pot inside of it, and now it's just like, can't find.
People are so creative. Like, what?
Yeah, they're just like,
I think
hey,
that defeats the purpose of vaping.
I think I found a way to put weed in here. It's like, cool. Could you get liquid cocaine in there next? We're working on it. We are, but no, it's a culture thing to a degree. Because I've gone to black tie affairs where they want to read your jokes before time.
Yeah.
And they're like, excuse me, what is this? Just says panda fucker. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's a panda fucker joke. It's funny. Don't worry about it. And they're like, no, what? How is it going to offend anybody? We have people here that like pandas. And I'm like, do they like to fuck them? He's like, no. And I'm like, well, I shouldn't offend anybody then. And if it does, well, now you know who the panda fuckers are, right?
Ebony, we're gonna wrap up this show pretty soon. So I do have one final question for you, of course, and it's because you are an entrepreneur and you have many loves in your life. A little bit of Sophie's choice. What is the best pet project that you have going on right now that you can share with us?
You said the best project?
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely music. Music's always my first love, before anything. And so I have an EP that's dropping November 23rd. It's called Ebony's Introduction. It's really, I think that I kind of, before I was, my artist name was Ebony Archer, right? My maiden name before I got married. But now I kind of changed my whole stage name to Ebonizer because I like to ebonize things, right? And so I think with this EP, it's really introducing people who I am truly as an artist. So I'm very excited about it. I think people are gonna like it. It got various type of styles to it, but it's still me. So yeah, it's the Ebonizer Introduction. It's dropping November 23rd. So I'm really excited about that project.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
If people are gonna get in touch with you, how would they get in touch with you?
Yeah, social media everywhere. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube at I'm the Ebonizer. You could go to my website, www.imtheebonizer.online. And you can hit up Sassy, my
Love Sassy.
lovely sis. Okay. I think it's the boy agency at gmail.com if you want to contact me for anything else. But yeah.
I love Sassy. I'm gonna have Sassy on this show at some point too.
Yes, you definitely gotta have Sassy on the show.
Yeah.
You definitely do.
Now, Ebony, real quick, out of everything you've done in your career, would you count being on the Podguyz podcast tonight the peak?
Oh yeah, y'all fun. I love this. Y'all
See, look at that. We got another one, Tony. Peak of life. Top of the mountain here, only downhill from here.
Who knows? Who knows? Sparky, where can you find us if you're looking for us, sir?
You can find us on every single major streaming platform, including iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, GeoReel, Facebook Live Video, Google, YouTube, soon to be on the Roku channel.
Yeah.
Going Roku or go home?
We're gonna do it. We do interviews every Monday night, of course. So tune in 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso.
Le Sparky.
You only drew one picture today. A little sad.
Sparky.
I know. He's slacking. Big shout out, Ebony Archer Baylock. Check her out, Ebony the Ebonizer. Wherever you stream music, check her out on Pandora and
Spotify
and iHeartRadio.
Spotify, if you get like 3 million views on Spotify, they give you like 18 cents.
So. That's no lie. That's no lie.
I think I've gotten like 3 cents from them so far.
3 cents off the Podguyz. They're like, it's exactly. It's real tricky,
Whatever. Guys, we'll catch you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. We're the Podguyz Podcast. We'll catch you soon. Have a great night.
What?